Welcome to Star Watch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Fame can change everything: careers, friendships, even one's sense of home. But what if the brightest star in China's entertainment world says his parents are the real love story, and he's merely their special prize? Tonight, we uncover the heartwarming side of Wang Yibo that rarely reaches the headlines. A story not about fame, but about family, gratitude, and the quiet strength behind his success. Wang Yibo's story begins far from the glittering lights of fame, in the ancient city of Luoyang, Hunan. His childhood was not marked by extravagance or privilege, but by a quiet, enduring warmth that would later shape the core of who he became. In interviews, Yibo often recalls his father's calm firmness and his mother's gentle persistence, two contrasting forces that, together, built a balanced home. His father, practical and measured, believed that discipline was the language of love. He was not a man of grand speeches, but every early morning ride to school, every word of advice spoken softly before bedtime, taught Yibo what responsibility truly meant. His mother, by contrast, filled their home with emotion. The smell of freshly cooked meals, the steady rhythm of her voice reminding him not to forget his jacket, her tireless encouragement when he first discovered his love for dance. From her, he learned compassion, patience, and the importance of small kindnesses that often go unnoticed. Theirs was not a wealthy household, but it was rich in laughter and trust. Family dinners were sacred moments, a simple meal shared after a long day. Yet it was there, around that modest table, that Yibo first felt what it meant to belong. He learned that success was not defined by applause or trophies, but by the ability to stay grounded and grateful. When he struggled, his parents never imposed expectations. They simply said, "Do what makes your heart steady." That freedom became his greatest gift, the permission to dream without fear of failure. As a boy, Yibo was curious and restless, always eager to try something new. His parents never clipped his wings. Instead, they gave him the sky. They understood that true growth comes not from perfection, but from exploration. This balance between structure and freedom became the foundation of his artistry. It is why, even now, behind his calm and sometimes distant appearance, there lies a deep gentleness, the quiet confidence of someone who has always known he is loved for who he is, not what he achieves. Wang Yibo's success did not begin on stage or in front of cameras. It began at home, in the silent strength of two parents who taught him that love, when steady and sincere, can raise a child strong enough to face the world with grace. When Wang Yibo sat down for that now famous interview, no one expected a single sentence to travel so far or touch so many hearts. The question was simple: what did love mean to him? He smiled, paused for a moment as if sifting through memories, and then said quietly, "My parents are true love. I'm just their special prize." There was laughter in the room at first, the kind that often follows a celebrity's clever remark. But then something shifted. The tone in his voice, the calm sincerity in his eyes, revealed that he was not being witty. He was being honest. That line resonated far beyond the world of entertainment. In a culture where public figures are often measured by fame and glamour, Yibo's answer reminded people of something deeper, something timeless. To him, love was not a performance. It was the constancy he had witnessed every day at home. He had grown up watching his father and mother navigate life together, arguing at times but always finding their way back to laughter. He saw how they shared burdens quietly, how their affection was built not on grand gestures but on the ordinary miracles of everyday life. Calling himself their special prize was his way of honoring that unspoken devotion, a reminder that his existence was born from genuine affection, not convenience or expectation. The phrase spread across social media, translated into dozens of languages. People reposted it not just because it was endearing, but because it carried truth. It captured a universal yearning, to be part of a love that endures, that builds rather than consumes. Fans wrote about their own parents, some realizing they had never thanked them properly, others confessing they longed for that kind of certainty. What moved people most was that Yibo's fame seemed irrelevant in that moment. He was not a global star speaking to millions. He was simply a son expressing gratitude. Perhaps that is why the quote still lingers. In an era where affection is often fleeting and love is filtered through screens, his words cut through the noise. They reminded everyone that real love does not demand to be seen. It simply exists, quietly and faithfully. And for Wang Yibo, the truest measure of success will never be applause, but the love story that began long before he was born. There is a certain grace in the way Wang Yibo speaks about his family, a quiet reverence that cannot be fabricated. While many public figures keep their loved ones behind closed doors, Yibo has never hidden the presence of his parents in his life. He does not parade them for attention, nor does he shield them out of fear of intrusion. Instead, he honors them through small, sincere gestures, simple words, brief appearances, and the way he allows their influence to live through his actions. Years ago, when he invited his parents to appear on a variety show, the audience did not see a celebrity family basking in fame. They saw something much rarer, an authentic bond untouched by performance. His mother sat shyly, his father spoke sparingly, and Yibo, caught between pride and embarrassment, laughed like any ordinary son. For a few moments, the camera captured something no script could create. A family entirely at ease with each other, bound not by image but by affection. That broadcast became one of those unexpected treasures that linger in memory. Fans shared clips online, not because of glamour but because of how familiar it felt. The gentle teasing between mother and son, the unspoken understanding between father and child, it mirrored their own lives. For once, the distance between star and spectator disappeared. People realized that beneath the lights and applause, Wang Yibo was, above all else, someone's child. What makes this connection remarkable is its endurance. Even as his fame soared and schedules grew relentless, he continued to return home whenever possible. He once mentioned that no matter how far he traveled, his mother would still prepare his favorite dishes, the same as when he was a boy. That image, a world-famous actor sitting at a humble kitchen table, eating quietly with his parents, stayed with audiences because it represented something pure. It reminded them that success means little if you cannot share it with the people who shaped you. Wang Yibo's family may not appear often in headlines, but they remain the constant melody beneath his life's rhythm. Their love does not fade under fame's glare. It softens it. In their simplicity, they have given him the rarest kind of wealth, a place to return to, and a reason to remain kind. Few know that Yibo also has a sister, 5 years apart, confident, short-haired, and astonishingly similar in looks. Fans call her the female version of Wang Yibo. When old photos surfaced, people marveled not just at their resemblance, but at the family's energy, cool, modest, yet deeply bonded. Sources close to Yibo reveal that his sister is his quiet protector, the one who checks in when fame feels too heavy. She once said privately, "He shines because our parents taught us both how to be kind before being talented." A simple sentence, yet it says everything about the environment that raised him. Wang Yibo often describes his home as neither rich nor strict, just steady. His parents never forced him to chase success. They encouraged him to explore life. He once dreamed of being a designer before becoming a performer by chance. And though they never fully understood the entertainment industry, his parents always understood him. When he felt overwhelmed, his father told him, "If the world feels too loud, just come home. We'll be here." That single promise became his anchor, a reminder that the truest success isn't in headlines, but in having somewhere warm to return to. So why does this story matter? Because in a world chasing perfection, Wang Yibo reminds us that the greatest gift we can give or receive is unconditional love. His calm confidence on stage, his discipline in art, his kindness toward colleagues, all trace back to the lessons of home. This isn't a tale of celebrity. It's a reminder that even stars need roots, and those roots are often named Mu. When we see him racing on track or acting on screen, it's easy to forget that behind the fame is a son who still calls his parents before big events. Maybe that's what makes him shine differently. Not brighter, but warmer. And perhaps that's what we, too, are searching for. A love that feels like home. Thank you for watching this episode of Star Watch Now. If Wang Yibo's story touched your heart, please give this video a like and share it with someone who believes in family and kindness. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories about Asia's brightest stars. And remember, sometimes the most extraordinary lives begin in the simplest homes. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep watching Star Watch Now.